The World Cup is back, and 2026 is the biggest one ever. 48 teams, 104 matches, 3 countries hosting for the first time. If you love football, this is the event of the year. So, to celebrate this, I wanted to build an app that tracked live scores, standings, top scores, match lineups, everything in one spot. And here's the fun part, I wanted to build the entire thing for a budget of $0. In this video, I'm just going to show you the finished app and what it can do. And in the next ones, I'll go under the hood, the architecture, the tools I tested, and the engineering trade-offs, all of those decisions. It's currently already deployed and live right now, so you can open it on your phone and follow the tournament while you watch. The link is in the description, and let's have a look at the app. This is the home page. Right at the top, you see today's matches with live scores that update on their own. No refresh needed. When a match is in play, you can see the live minute it's in. If we tap any of the matches, we go deeper. But first, when we scroll down, you get a quick pulse of the whole tournament, such as the amount of matches played, total goals, the current top scorers, and the teams with the most goals and the best defense. Now, if you click any of the matches before the game has started, we can see some stats like the top performers in the previous matches, like Kai Havertz is the top goal scorer for Germany, Joshua Kimmich is the most assists for Germany. You can see who has the most shots, passes, saves. We can see what time the game is starting, where the game is going to be happening. And most importantly, we have the lineups before the game has even started. So we can see the formation that each team plays, where the position of the players are, and where they're playing. And we can also have the subs right here. And finally, we have the head-to-head. For example, Germany played Côte d'Ivoire in 2009 in an international friendly. Now, if we click a match that is happening live, we can see the live minute it's in. We can see the live stats like the possession percentages, the shots on target, the corners, and all the other stats. We can see the top performers of both teams in each match. And we also get a live commentary at the bottom as the match is going, which is updating live. During the match, there's notifications like when a goal is scored. It shows when the goal was scored and by who, as well as who assisted if there was an assist. It shows who got yellow cards, who got red cards, if any, and the substitutions that are made. After a match has finished, we can see the entire timeline of events, like goals scored, cards given, substitutions, and at what time and by which team. We can see all the match stats, we can see the top performers, we can see on the lineup who was subbed out and by who. And also when we click on a player, we can see stats like if they scored a goal, if they had any assists, if they had shots on target. We can see if they were subbed off or not, their number, their name, and things like that. And in the end, we can see the full commentary for the whole match since minute 1. Moving on, we have the fixtures page, and this displays all 104 matches for the whole World Cup. And we can filter by team by searching. For example, we can search for England and see all of England's matches. And if we click on any of them, we can see the stats relevant to this particular match. Then we have the standings page, and this shows the current standings for each group in the World Cup. We have the matches played, we have the amount of wins, draws, losses, goal difference, the amount of points, and obviously the ranking of each team in each group. In addition to that, we have the best third place teams, because the top 8 of the 12 third place teams will advance to the round of 32, and they're ranked by points, then goal difference, and then goals scored. So we display this info right here. So currently these teams will qualify based on their third place ranking. Then we have the knockout bracket page for when the knockout phase starts, and these will fill in when the teams are set, but for now we have the teams that are guaranteed to be first in their group, like Germany, Mexico, and the United States. So this will fill in as more teams that are known to play in the knockout stage. I also added a teams page to show all 48 teams that are participating in this World Cup. And we can see their FIFA ranking, and the stars represent how many World Cups each team won. So for example, Brazil has won 5, and Congo DR has won nothing, so there's no stars. And you can also favorite star your favorite team by clicking this button, and we can pin your favorite teams here. Then when we click on any team, we can get more info, like which group they're in, which ranking in their group, how many wins, draws, losses, their FIFA ranking, how many titles, how many World Cup appearances, their best finish. For example, Ecuador best finish is in round of 16 in 2006 World Cup. We can see the average age of the squad size, how many under 23 players, who's the youngest player, who's the oldest player, their recent form and fixtures, like they drew and they lost. We can see who they're playing next. And then we can also see their full squad list here. The next page displays stats for the World Cup, both individual player stats and team stats. So we have the top scorers of the tournament so far. We have the top assisters for the tournament so far. Then we also have team stats, like which team scored the most goals, which team conceded the least amount of goals, which team conceded the most amount of goals. We have the teams with the best passing accuracy here. We also have a discipline tab, and this shows players who have the most red and yellow cards here, and also the teams which have the most red and yellow cards in total. Finally, we have an about page, and this is just some info to people that don't really know too much about the World Cup and want to get some info. It has things like who's the defending champion, which teams have the most titles, some rules. We can see, who are the hosts and which stadiums it's being played in, and from which regions in the world the teams are coming from, some key dates, and that's pretty much it. Just some info for new users who don't really know too much about the World Cup. And I have also made it compatible on the mobile devices, so you can use it on the phone as well. So how do you build all of this for $0? That's what the rest of the series is about. I tested different football APIs before I found one fast enough, live scores about a minute behind real time, and free. The whole app runs at the edge with no database and no server bill. And the tournament stats, well, they're rebuilt automatically on a schedule, also free. Every one of these choices had trade-offs, and I'll break down each one in its own video. The data source, the hosting, the no database decision, the front end, all of it. If you want to actually use this during the World Cup, the link's in the description, so go give it a try while the games are on, and please let me know if you find any issues or bugs, and also ways I could improve it. And if you want to see how it's built piece by piece, then stick around for part 2 where we get into the engineering. But for now, enjoy the World Cup, and I'll see you in the next one.